I'm talking to you all today about our 2-inch wide fusing tape, which we have now at Powerline Century, and some of the properties of it. It's a self-amalgamating tape, so it fuses to itself and has a bond strength that's equivalent to solid silicone within 24 hours. But within a few minutes after application, you won't be able to remove it without trimming or cutting it off. It is rated at 15,000 volts per layer and with a 2/3 overlap. So I'm going to demonstrate a little bit of that right here. And if you need to achieve a higher voltage range, you can double that layer to achieve a 30,000 volt phase to ground rating for this fusing tape. When you start wrapping this hose, it's good to go around a couple wraps on the first part of the start to make sure it doesn't start coming up. We're trying to wrap going around. After that, you're going to move to a 2/3 overlap, so 1/3, 2/3 of material, and bring it around and achieve that 2/3 overlap of the resistance of that tape. Meanwhile, you want to keep a little bit of tension on there, about 10% to 30% stretch on that tape to make sure it really pulls down tight to itself and bonds to itself between the wraps. And occasionally you're going to have a little bit of an overlap that's a little bit greater than what you're going for, but that's fine. That's what you want. You don't want to go less than that because you'll decrease the rating of the fusing tape. So we're going to keep wrapping a couple more wraps, and then we'll show you how to finish off the wraps. Pretty much the same way you start, with a couple of wraps. So right now, I'm going to finish off this wrap for a small section. I'm going to go around that same spot twice, just to make sure it's on good, and then we're going to trim it off. And you can use pocket knife, utility knife, anything like that. We'll come through here, trim that off, and then we're going to lay it down. One of the important things is you don't want to get your oils from your hand or anything like that on this fusing tape between the layers, because the top of this layer is going to bond with the one underneath it. So if I have my fingers and oils and dirt all over this and I roll it down, you will decrease that bond strength and that dielectric strength of that fuse between those layers. Once it's on, you kind of want to go over it, make sure it's molded to the shape, whether you're wrapping over a connector, fitting an insulator, clamp, something you don't have to cover for but have an issue, you wrap it up for you. You want to make sure once you're done, everything's covered and it's nice and molded. There's no gaps showing around the edge of the tape. All right, thanks.